So what we have done in the last lecture, I think we finished the first all the problems between BRS, right? The problems between passbook, cashbook, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So now we start with the uh, second step. Second step for what? For your BRS, which is we already had problems which makes balance unequal, right, between cash book and passbook. For example, the check received but not presented for payments. Number two is check issued but not sorry, a check received but not deposited in a bank, check issued but not presented for payments, direct debit made by bank, direct credit made by bank, and finally check dishonored or check bounced back. All right. So all these things we already covered in the previous lecture. So we had a 5 main time differences that create a balance in equal between cash book and the passbook. All right. So now let's go back to all these 5 points one by one, and then we will fix all these problems, because these 5 points means 5 problems. All right. So these are the 5 problems we have that creates a imbalance between cash and the passbook. So let's do it one by one. So let me open the same file that we had done it before.
Sorry, can you
Yes,
check my attendance?
later. So you come late, so I will check it later. So let me open the all the problems. Okay. So these are the problems we had that we have done before. So now, uh, okay. So number one is check received but not deposit into bank. So that's why cash book and passbook balance is not equal. So what we can do to make balance equal? What we will do to make balance equal? We will minus cash book here by the same accounts. And of course, no change here. No change here. So as a result, balance here equal. Finish.
No, I'm not finished. Test one already finished, now test two.
How many points?
9 of the 10.
9 of 10.
And she too.
Treat 9 out of 10. Easy, huh? Listening or writing?
But so we got 10 of 10.
10 or 10. Okay, so go inside. Not now. Ask him after another one. Now I'm busy.
So when I finish,
Yes. Now relax. Okay, so one is check received but not deposited into bank. So the problem was cash book balance was higher, right? So So what we have to do, we have to minus the cash book. All right, we have to minus cash book. If you minus the cash book balance will be reduced. Everybody understand that? This is the solution. The blue, whatever I'm writing in the blue is a solution. Everybody okay with it? The first one? Yes or no, or any question? Students say something. Can we move on, or any question or what?
Teacher, I have a question. Like, you say that we should minus on the cash book. So we only like using the positive side when we deposit into the bank already for the company.
No, we haven't deposited the bank. That's why no change. Money hasn't come in the bank accounts on 14th of December. So money hasn't come in. So that's why we have to minus from cash book. So cash book balance will be equal.
Okay. So like you say that there's sometimes we give the check to the bank already, but it takes time for them to for the process. So we around that time we also make minus, and after we the transaction finished, we will plus
it.
again.
Yes, that's right. But we not care about what will happen after. We don't care about after. We just care about right now. Right now, I sent check to the bank. My cash book increased, but my bank hasn't received check, so I have to reduce my cash book. Because in reality, money hasn't come in my bank account. If I need money right now, I give check to bank, and I need money right now. Can I go to bank and withdraw money? No, I cannot. Why? Because banks say that come after 3 days or come after 4 days. I give check to bank. As a bank, can I have cash? What bank will say? No. You have to come after 3 days because I have to contact to your customer bank, and customer bank will transfer me money. Then money comes in your bank account so you can withdraw. But right now you cannot withdraw. That's why I should not keep in my mind that money already in. Money has an in. Money only in my cash account. But in reality, still money is in the form of check. That check hasn't turned to cash. Or check hasn't encashed. We call encashed. All right. So that's why you have to reduce your cash book. Reduce your cash book means you have to credit your cash book. Simple language.
So I have a question. Like, so why wouldn't we wait for like for a bank to confirm that we have received the money? So why we just reduce first?
Yes, this thing I did not mention. Maybe some of you already confused about it. Oh, why it's like that? Why we don't wait 3 or 4 days and then we enter information in our cash account when bank already received money, right? Why we just say that we have to wait for bank, but we already increase our cash book? Why are we doing that? Let me give you an example to explain this thing. Now, she asked, we receive cash today. Not cash. We receive check today. All right. And then we deposit in a bank. And bank will deposit take after 3 days. Bank will take 3 days to money in. So now she said, we have a cash book. We have a passbook. So now she said, why we don't wait to bank receive and then we will receive, because bank will confirm. Yes, that's right. But we don't do that because we receive cash check today, we increase cash book, but bank hasn't received money today, so no change here, right? But why are we doing that? So let me give you example to explain this thing so you will be more clear about it. Okay. I explained you in your first lecture, we prepare financial statement for 12 months, right? Financial statement for 12 months means any kinds of account we prepare for 12 months. Cash account, sales account, purchase account, machine account, land account, building account, every account we prepare for 1 year, right? Because financial statement for 1 year, financial information for 1 year, we record 1 year financial information in the financial statement. So that means we are also recording cash book for 1 year, right? Now, what does it mean 1 year? 1 year means it start, for example, we follow the calendar year, start from 1st of January to 31st of December, right? So let's say 2021, 2021, right? And next is 1st of January, 2022, and 31st of December, 2022. All right, everybody understand? This is your financial year. We prepare for 12 months. Now, for example, I receive a check. I receive a check on 28th of December. All right, I receive a check 28th of December, and bank took 4 days to transfer money. And let's say 1st of January is a public holiday. So bank take 5 or 6 days to bring money in my account. So idea is I receive check in 2021, but my money in 2022. So when I am preparing my cash book for 2021, what do you think? Do I have a cash? No, I don't have a cash. Why? Because my cash hasn't come in this year. That's why I have to fix my cash account. So when I transfer money, when I receive cash from customer, I said cash increase, but check takes time. When check took time, the year has been changed. So year has been changed. So this is my mistake to increase my cash in 2021, but my cash not increase in 2021. So I have to fix it by minus my cash. So this is the solution. This is the problem, that I increase my cash. Now I will minus. Minus means I will write down here, because debit and credit. So I will write down here to make my balance equal with passbook, because passbook in 2021, my passbook cash not increase, my passbook not increase. So why I increase my cash book? So that's why I have to minus. This is the real example for you to understand that why we have to change it. If situation happen within a year, then you don't have to worry. But generally, sometimes some people, they prepare bank reconciliation statement month by month. Some people, they prepare, because cash book is normally monthly basis. So some people, they prepare bank reconciliation statement on monthly basis. January, BRS, February, BRS. So January, they check, they look whether they receive check in January or in February. If check received in February, but customer gave you in January, customer gave you end of January, but 1, 2 or 3 days later, it's a new month, which is February. So January, your cash not increase, your passbook not increase. So that's why you have to fix it. Again, same example, I give you day by day. I use the day, which is 14th of December, so you can easily understand. So day by day means, for example, you are preparing your BRS day by day. So you receive check today, your cash increase, but your bank balance not increase. So you have to fix your cash book again. So you have to minus, you have to credit your cash book again. So your cash book will be matched with your passbook. All right, so that's the reason we do that. Everybody okay with it? In your exam or in your assignment, you don't have to explain me that why we do this. All right, no, because in your exam or in your assignment, you have a question, you just solve the question. That's it. But you're not going to give me a theory. But if you know, it's good for you, because something does not make any sense and you memorize it, I don't like it. All right. So if you understand and then you calculate, I think that's the best way to study accounting. But if you do not understand and you calculate, then maybe you will calculate, you will pass, but you may not remember for whole life that why we are doing a bank reconciliation statement. All right. So same with the others topics as well. So now let's go back to the second type of problem. Second is check issued but not presented for payments. What we will do with number 2? Anybody? What we will do with number 2? Tell me, anybody.
We should debit the use the positive side.
Yes, that's right. We will debit our cash book. And again, no change here. 0 means no change, or you just write cross, no change. As a result, balance will be equal 0, 0. For example, 0, 0. All right. This is your everybody okay with number 2? Now, number 3, direct debit made by bank. So what you will do in number 3? What you will do in number 3? Direct debit made by bank. Tell me. Number 3.
We should minus the cash book.
Yes, we will debit cash book. We will minus here. So as a result, your balance will be equal, because minus here, balance will be equal. So all balances are equal here. All right. Because if you know the problem, it's easy to solve the problem. Right? You just react in an opposite way. All right. Now, number 4, what we will do in number 4? Yes, that's right. Simple. We will simply plus the cash book, because my bank balance increased, so I will plus my cash book. So as a result, my balance will be equal. So this is your step 2. Step 2 is finished. The last one, sorry, we forgot the check dishonored, right? Where is check dishonored? Yes, here. Check dishonored here. Now, what we will do in check dishonored? Tell me. What do you think? So let me give you example here. You need an example here. For example, you receive a check, same example, $1,000 check, right? Receive check, the amount of check was $1,000, right? But it's dishonored. This check is dishonored, and bank charges 1% transaction fee. Not 1%, 10% transaction. No, 1%. Okay, 1% transaction fee. Bank charge 1% transaction fee. Now, what you will do in this situation? What is problem and what is solution?
So I think that we should minus because the check is dishonored, and second, one more minus for the bank charge to pay the transaction fee.
That's right. So what does it mean here? So what is the problem here? So we can write down the problem first. So the problem is we think we receive $1,000, right? But in reality, bank did not receive. In fact, bank minus $10 because 1% of 1,000 is $10. As a result, balance is unequal. Now what I have to do? What is the solution?
Minus 1,000 and one more minus 10.
1,010,
10.
right? So as a result, minus 10 equals to minus 10. So means my cash book reduced by 10 because I have to pay, and my bank also reduced by 10. If someone who don't know what is 10, 10 is a transaction fee. Transaction fee is a 1% of 1,000, which is 10. All right. So everybody okay with it? So number 5 is okay, everybody?
Yes.
Now let's move on to the third step, which is the most important and the final step. That's your complete answer. Your looks like the final step. All right. So let me give you now the final step. Okay. So now bank reconciliation statement. How does it looks like? So let me draw bank reconciliation statement. It looks like this. So this is your, we will write, not gonna write debit and credit because you will confuse. So we simply write plus or minus. Now remember, in this bank reconciliation statement, we write only the solution. We will not write the problems, because bank reconciliation statement means solve the problems. Problem will be given in your question. You can make problems in your rough work, and then you directly move to your solution, right? So always start with the question. Question give you balance. So always start question. It says that balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book means your questions says balance as per cash book, right? Balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book. So your question says, if your question says balance as per cash book, you write down here. It doesn't say anything debit balance or credit balance, but balance as per cash book means you have a debit balance, all right? But if your question says balance as per cash book is a overdraft. Did you remember overdraft? Remember overdraft, bank overdraft? Overdraft is your liability. So that's why overdraft means you have a minus balance. You will write down amount in the minus column. All right. If you says overdraft, if simply question says balance as per cash book, you write down here. Now, what does it mean? It means right now you have this money, or you are running out of this money, either this or this, not both, right? Only one. So this is your balance as per cash book, for example, plus. Now, do it one by one. Let's say question says check received, but not deposit in a bank. So let me write down the number so you can really understand. So for example, here is $1,000 balance as per cash book. So question always start with balance as per. This number will be given in your question. So when you read the question carefully, it's always start with the balance. It means that much money do you have in your cash book right now, or this balance may come from your T account or anywhere else. But right now you have that number in your cash book, right? And second thing is, let's say, check received but not deposit. So let's say amount is $100. So we write down here $100. All right. Next is check issued not presented for payment. Not presented for payment. Let's say $200. So $200. So direct debit in bank and direct credit in bank. So direct debit made by bank, so means we will minus. So let's say 500. Direct credit in bank, so we will plus 100. Everybody understand? This is the same thing that we have done it before. Everybody understand that? Yes or no? This one, whatever I'm writing here, this number, whatever solution we have, we done the solution. This is the solution to make balance equal. So we are writing the solution here, right? And that's all. Now we make balance. Now remember, bank reconciliation statement is not like as trial balance. I repeat, bank reconciliation statement is not like as trial balance. You don't have to make balance equal. If your plus and minus side balance equal, it doesn't mean that your answer is correct. No, it's not like this. So you have to be very careful with every single transaction, because if you made your transaction wrong and when answer come to you, this answer, you cannot find out whether this answer is right or this answer is wrong. But when you do trial balance, you can understand your question is right or your question is wrong. But here, you don't have any indications that your question is right or your question is wrong. So just I will check and then I will see is it right or is it wrong, all right? Now, so how to close, what is the answer here? So I'll give you answer here. So you will check how much is plus side. Plus side is 1,300. Plus side is 1,300. And minus side is 600. All right. So what I'm going to do, I am writing here 1,300 and 1,300. And what is my answer? 700 is my answer. 700 answer called the balancing figure. Balancing figure. Balancing figure means in order to make balance equal, I have to write down 700 here. And what this 700 means? 700 means balance as per passbook. This is my balance. Now, what does it mean? It means in my passbook, I have this much money available. Actually, it's a credit balance. So don't worry about it, but it's a credit, debit and credit. So credit passbook means I have $700 plus in my passbook. This is my answer. Just you have to calculate like this. That's all. So this would be my answer. That would be my answer. Answer name is not balancing figure, but this way, the way to calculate answer, this is called balancing figure. So in your bank reconciliation statement, your answer will be calculated on base of balancing figure. To make both sides equal, we calculate on behalf of balance. Balance means plus side minus this side minus this side. So this is the answer. All right, that's called balancing figure. So $700 is your answer. And this $700 means balance as per passbook. So it means right now in your passbook, you have this much money available. All right. In your passbook, you have that much money available.
Teacher, so is it balance as per cash flow, always plus? Or
Is it plus or minus? Right? Your question is?
yes,
Okay.
is it always plus?
Plus. Why? Because as I said, in reality, we use the word here debit and credit. But I use the word plus and minus because I explained you here by using the sign plus and minus. So that's why if I write here debit and credit, you will be confused. Why? Because remember what I told you last time? Cash book debit means passbook credit, right? So that's why in order to minimize the confusion, I use the word plus and minus. But if you want, but in reality, we don't use the word plus and minus. In reality, we use the word debit and credit. But if you want in bracket, you write down debit, and in bracket, you write down credit. Now, balance as per passbook, not minus. Balance as per passbook is a credit balance. What does it mean passbook has a credit balance? Passbook has a credit balance means in my bank account, I have $700 plus. So it means I have $700 in my bank account. It does not mean that I have minus my bank balance. No, it does not mean that. So again, if you want to use debit and credit, you can use debit and credit. If you want to use plus and minus, you can use plus and minus, but you can use both. You can write plus in bracket, you write down debit because cash book plus means debit, and minus bracket, you write down minus. Oh, sorry, plus, minus, yes, because credit means minus. So if you write debit and credit, then when your answer is balance as per passbook, that makes sense. That makes sense. Balance as per passbook is credit $700. So it means in my bank account, money is credited. So money is credited means in my bank account, I have $700 available. All right, so that's make much more sense. In reality, in real life, we don't use plus and minus, we use debit and credit. All right, so but again, it's up to you. So I don't want to confuse you. It's up to you. It's your decision. All right. So now remember, in your exam or in your assignment, you have to show me step 1, step 2, and then your bank reconciliation statement. So I forgot to write down one thing here. So always remember, bank reconciliation statement, you have to use the title of bank reconciliation statement. So we call it bank reconciliation statement for the period end. For the period end. And you write down the date, whatever date is in your question. Right? You write down the date here. Right. So BRS, you have to write full, don't write BRS. Bank reconciliation statement for the period ended or period end. Or period end at, like this. Right. So everybody okay with bank reconciliation statement? Now your bank reconciliation statement is finished. Now it's time to do some practice questions. You will not study anything else in your bank reconciliation statement. So this topic ends here. Now it's time to do some calculations, do some numbers, and your answer will be like this. So if I ask you question, you have to give me answer like this. So teacher, my answer is 700 minus column. All right, don't say my 700 minus. You can say 700 minus column. So it means your answer will be in minus column. This is minus column and plus column, right? So 700 is in minus column or 700 is in plus column, whatever is your answer. So your answer is not 1,300. This is not your answer. This is not your answer. This is your answer. Whatever you calculate on balancing figure, that will be your answer. Right? So I hope everybody understand what is the meaning of this $700. So remember, you don't remember this is answer. You need to know what is the meaning of this answer, right? This answer means in my bank right now, I have $700. Why? Because 700 means a credit balance, because minus column represent credit items and plus column represent a debit items.
Teacher, can you explain me again why balance as per cash book is debit 1,000 and once? Okay.
The first one, the balance as
Yes. The first one was the debit one.
balance as per cash book means in your cash book right now. Okay, remember this balance. Remember this balance is not at the end of the period. This balance is a 1st of January. 1st of January, when you start your BRS, you finish? How many?
Yes.
How many?
Second one. Or the second one.
Huh?
The one that's the second one.
So what does it mean? It means this balance is not at the end of the period. This balance is in the beginning of period when you start preparing your financial statement or your bank reconciliation statement or your cash book. And throughout the year, all these things happen. Check receive, check deposit, direct deposit, blah, blah, blah. And now at the end of the period, how much do you have in your passbook? So this is your answer, 700. So this balance as per cash book means in the beginning of the period. And this is at the end of the period. So you will understand right now at the end of the period, I have this much money in my passbook. Don't follow the cash book, ending cash book. Look at your ending passbook to make your investment decision. But when you prepare financial statement, of course, you follow the cash book. But when you're going to make a financial decision at the end of the year or anytime, you always look at your passbook. End of the period, I said 1st of January. 1st of January, if you are preparing bank reconciliation statement for 1 year. But if you are preparing bank reconciliation statement for 1 month, this is the beginning of the month and ending of the month. Beginning of the week, ending of the week. Beginning of the day, end of the day. Right? That's the meaning of this. So this transaction from here to here is during the period, during the year, during the week, during the month. All right, all this transaction has been happened during the time period. So everybody okay with it? So that's the meaning of balance as per cash book.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you explain me why we put 700 in minus column?
Okay. So how much is your plus column total? How much is the total of your plus column?
1,300.
1,300. And how much is the total of your minus column?
600.
600. So 1,300 minus 600, 700. So to make balance equal both sides, you have to calculate on behalf of balancing figure.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So the reason is why we are writing 1,300 both sides, because your account look good, look beautiful, look nice. That balances are, everything is equal. Because what is the rule of accounting, rule of business? In business, everything should be equal, right? That's the rule of business. Nothing higher, nothing lower. Things must be equal. Money is equal. Money is equal means I borrow $5,000 and I spend $5,000. I borrow $10,000, I invest $10,000. I'm not hiding anything. Everything is equal, everything is clear. So that's why we use the both side equal to look your balance beautiful, attractive to the people, and they also have a positive view about your balance.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Yeah.
I want to ask more about the $1,000 at the plus column. You said that is it a bank overdraft? So am I right? Is that the liability that increase? So which means is in passbook is it debit, right?
In passbook debit, if you use bank, if you use your bank balance, then it will be debit in passbook. But balance as per cash book means the cash book you are preparing right now is your whatever you think you have. You don't know what is in the bank accounts. Yes, it could be, but if you are using bank to increase your liability, bank overdraft, not bank loan. Bank loan is a different bank overdraft. So if you are using bank credit cards, yes, it's maybe, but bank overdraft could be not only always credit card is your bank overdraft. So means your cash book is negative. Negative means you have to pay that money. This is your liability. You have to pay that money to someone else. All right. So that's why it's like this. So yes, that's also mean like this. But again, if you write down balance as per passbook, if in the question says bank overdraft, which means balance as per cash book, you write down in minus column. But in question, you write down balance as per passbook and you write down in the plus column or debit column. Your question will be completely different, because according to, as I said, if according to cash book something plus, according to bank it's minus, because according to cash book is debit, according to bank is credit. So the idea is that balance as per cash book means you are preparing cash book, you are a company. All right, don't put yourself as a bank, don't think from the bank point of view, because if you think from the bank point of view, everything will be opposite. Opposite means whatever here you're writing in a minus column, you will write down in a plus column. All right, whatever you are writing in a plus column, you write down in a minus column.
So this plus is a solution for that liability.
You mean bank overdraft?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a liability. But again, remember one thing, liability only limits when we talk about financial statement. In cash book, no asset, no liability. It's all about cash. When you think about cash, cash has only one nature. From cash book point of view, cash has only one nature, which is money. No asset, no liability. Cash only look at cash. You borrow from cash or you sell product, you earn cash. No, it's not important. Is it asset? Is it liability? Is it profit? Is it loss? Is it income? Is it expense? No. Cash book never recognized as an asset, liability, equity, income, expense. Cash account tells you how much cash do you have. Doesn't matter where cash it come from. Why? Because when you have to pay salary to your employee and you don't have money, you borrow from bank and you give salary to your employee. What your employee will say? No, I don't want to take salary because this money come from bank. Do you think employee will say that? No. Employee will not say that this money coming from bank or this money coming from profit. We don't know. We need salary. We get salary. This is company jobs to company things to manage their business. But the idea is that cash does not have any assets or any liability. Cash is a cash. All right. So that's why in bank reconciliation statement, we never care about is it asset or is it liability. You can see I didn't say anything about asset or liability. I didn't use any word as an expense, as an income, as a profit, as a loss. No, it's simple in and out. That's it. Increase or decrease. That's it. That's all about your bank reconciliation statement. Bank reconciliation statement only think about cash. That's it. It does not think anything else. And that also makes sense because we need cash on daily basis. If your profit doesn't have enough cash, then you have to borrow from bank.
So this $1,000 here is a cash in, right?
Yes, this
It's
is
the money in.
right now. Okay, what does it mean?
Okay.
It means right now in your pocket, in your company, you have $1,000. That's the meaning of in the beginning of the period, you have $1,000. So now everybody okay with it? Now can I give you questions? Can everybody calculate question? Okay, so let's do the question. I'm giving you a question. What happened? Okay, go ahead. Actually, I'm asking. Go.
Teacher, yeah, can you explain me where the bank got $7,000 to balance the money?
You're turning off your mic.
So you mean how we calculate $700?
I mean, where $7,000?
Where it come from, or what is the meaning of $700?
Yeah.
Where is
Where
it
come
or
from?
what is the meaning of seven? What is your question?
Yeah. The question is where come from $7,000 bank got to balance the money? Yeah.
So where the $700 come from?
Yes.
Right, $700 come from the things happen during the year, from check receive, checkless, direct debit, direct credit, blah blah blah. Okay, remember one thing. Remember one thing. Our objective is not to increase our bank balance or decrease our bank balance. Our objective to understand how much money is available in the bank. So this $700, we did not try to increase $700. Whatever happened during the year, we fix it to know how much money is available because we were making mistake like this. We were making mistake here. This is mistake. So this is the conclusion of the mistake we have fixed. This is the results, the problem we have fixed. This is the outcomes of the solution, you can say that. So this $700 is not we try to increase or we try to decrease. No, whatever is happening during the year, We are doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Because we misunderstood. That's why we did it. Not actually not misunderstood. Because of the time difference, all these things happen. So in order to overcome this time difference, we did it. And what we exactly doing here. All right. Now let's do the question. So I am giving you one by one all the questions. So I want you to take a picture for question 1. You do. I'm not giving you all questions together. I am giving you question one by one. So you calculate and then you give me answer. Did you if you finish, you can give me your answer and then we can check. Better you take a picture of this question in case if you lose it. So at least you have a picture. Remember, check received by bank directly from debtors, trade debtors. Debtors means account receivable. Accounts receivable. All right. Nguyen Phi 279275. Nopchi, check your answer. Huinzui 279275. Okay, anybody else? Answer. Give me your answer. All right, so all right, so let's check the answer if you have done the answer. So the right answer is 279275. So what is that? I mean, how can we have that answer? So let's have a look. So question says the balance as per cash book plus column, right? Now, first is check deposit but not yet presented. So we will minus. Check issued but not deposit, which is 80,760. So it will be plus. Bank charges not yet recorded in the bank charges not yet recorded in the passbook. All right. Sorry, in the cash book. So we will record it now. So we will minus check received by bank plus insurance premium paid by bank but not yet recorded by cash book. So we minus cash book. Dividend collected by bank but not yet. So plus. That's all. So answer is 279,275. Everybody okay with it? Yes or no? Can we move on to the next question? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's do it the second question. So this is your second question. So do it and give me the answer. So finish your question 2 and then give me your answer. Eight, 9, 1, 5. Okay. Everybody please finish and then we will check the answer. Nguyen check your answer. Kanlin, check your answer again. All right, so let's have a look at the answer. So answer is yes, that is correct, which is 9015. So now I tell you why it's 9015. It says that cash book balance is 7,500. So of course, 7,500 is plus, right? On checking the entries in a cash book with the passbook, it was ascertained that check of $500 and $700 respectively paid on 30th of December and was not credited until 2nd of January. And okay, so what does it mean? It wasn't credited, so we will credit now, right? So it means we will write down in a minus column, all right, because minus column is your credited column. You say that until 2nd of January. So 3 checks, 600, 800, and 1,200 issued on 28th of December, but were not presented until 3rd of January. So it's not presented. So of course, we will plus it back, all right? So that's why 600, 800, and 1,200 will be plus. The credit was $125 in a passbook in respect of interest under date 31st December was not entered in the cash book. So we will enter now. So how we enter? We minus. No. Is it? There was a, okay, here is a trick. So make sure you focus that. It says that there was a credit of 125 in passbook. Credit in passbook. Credit in passbook means your bank balance increase or decrease. Your bank account increase or decrease.
Increase.
Increase, because credit in a passbook. So that's why your bank account increase. So you will increase this $125 in your BRS to make balance equal. All right. There were also bank charges debited in a passbook amount in all to $10, which were not entered in a passbook. Now $10 debit in a passbook. So we will also credit in a passbook, cash book. So we will reduce our cash book by $10. As a result, minus $10. Right. So your balance as per passbook, minus column, $9,015 minus column. Everybody okay with it? Yes or no? All right, so now let's do the next one. Here. Do next one. And give me it. If you finish, then give me it. Yeah.
Can you explain me number 3?
The receipts column of cash book has been undercast. So it means you have a lack of balance for this one, 200. So means undercast means you are missing this $200 in your cash book. That's the meaning of this. Receipt means receive money. So undercast means you require to record it. Undercast means under recorded. Under recorded means lack of recording. So you have to record it. Receipt column. Receipt column is receive column. Receive column is plus column. Right. Everybody, if you finish, please give me your answer. Number one. What do you think about number one? Check paid into bank 8,000, but out of this only 6,500 were cleared and credited by banker. What do you think about it? What do you think about number one?
So there is only 6,500 in the plus column, and the order is 1,500 is in the minus column.
No. Think again. Think again. Anybody else? Number one. So that is why until now nobody gave me the right answer. Nguyen Phi, Quan Bui, Nam Nguyen, Than Bibi, Nop Han, Kan Lin, Duy Tran, Do An. Nobody gave me the right answer.
Is it up to 30 June, which means like they on clear right now? The check is on clear right now? Is that what it means?
Up to 30 June means within this period. Within this period, only 6,500 receive money. So means in this 8,000, we receive only 6,500. That's this period means because we are preparing for June. So within June, we receive only 6,500 from the check. We haven't received 1,500. So Chao Lee, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you give me answer for number one?
I think 1,500 is not credit in paying in passport in passbook.
So
So
what-
1,500 in minus column
why minus column?
because it's not credit in paying book in paying book in passbook.
Yes. How about number two?
Number two is 2,200 is not present for payment, so it is in plus column.
How much?
2,200.
Okay. Anybody else? Number one. Do N. What is number one?
For me, number one is 1,500 in the debit column.
What do you mean by
And-
debit column? Plus column or minus column?
Plus the plus column.
Plus column. Why?
Because they said that the checks paid into bank, but only the 6,500 are accounted, and the other 1,500 are still there. It's not minused in the cash
Why?
account.
Why minus? You receive, you don't pay. Are you paying check or are you receiving check?
It's paying, right?
Read again. Yes, you paying check. Sorry. Yes, you are paying check. So why is in plus or minus? What do you said?
It's plus.
Plus column. Why plus column?
Because only the 6,500 are credited from your cash account, and 1,500 are still there.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Anybody else? Make sure you read the full number one, right? Not just only look at the item paid. What actually bank, because sometimes we use the word paid, sometimes we use the word issued, sometimes we use the word received, but what eventually is happening in number one? If you read number one carefully, it says check were cleared and credited, not debited. Credited means plus. So you can do two things here. You have two ways to do that. So you can do like this, cash book and passbook. So it says that check paid means, now paid means receiving here. You're not paying, you're receiving, because the is all about credit. So plus 8,000. But bank only plus 6,500. So as a result, bank did not receive 8,000. So you have to minus 1,500 to make 6,500. So the answer is, you will minus 1,500. So everybody okay with it? So what is the right answer then? The right answer is 16,170 is the right answer. Check why you didn't get this answer, because if number one is wrong, of course number two also wrong. Number three, I already told you. Number four, the passbook shows a credit of 330 as an interest on investment collected by bank, and debit 60 charges. So what you have to do, you will plus 330 and minus 60, because 60 is your charges. Charges means expense. Remember, the word charges used for expense. Charges means expense. All right. Charges means expense. So 60 minus debit. Debit means minus. Bank minus, and bank plus 330. All right. So 330 plus 60 minus. On 5th, on 29th June, a customer deposited 3,000 directly in a bank account, but it was entered only in a passbook. So we will enter in a cash book as well. So plus 3,000. That's all. Number 5 is plus 3,000. Now check, is it your balance same, 16,170 or something else? Everybody please check and then give me answer, same or different.
Teacher, can you explain again the number 4, please?
Number 4, it says that the passbook shows a credit of 330. What does it mean, passbook credit? Passbook credit means passbook increase or passbook decrease? Tell me.
Increase.
No, I'm asking to Min, right?
Increase.
Increase. So passbook increase. Passbook means your bank account increase. So you also have to increase your cash book too, because money in your bank. So means cash increase. and debit of 60 for bank charges. Passbook debit. Passbook debit means
Increase.
decrease, right? So decrease. Decrease means your bank account decrease. So your cash book will be decrease as well. So idea is 330 in plus column and 60 in minus column.
I got it. Thank you.
Everybody okay with this question 3? Everybody got balance 16,170? Tell me if anybody hasn't got the right answer. Nobody? If everybody okay, then can we move on to question 4? All right, so let's do it question 4. Here is your question 4. Read carefully and do it. So number 4 is a life insurance premium. So life insurance premium is your expense that directly debit by bank. All right. So number 4 means directly debit by bank. Insurance premium is your expense that normally directly debit by bank. All right. Let's check the answer. Nobody got the right answer. Please check again, everybody. Anybody number 1?
For number 1, I think that it will be 7,290 in the plus column and 1,030.
No. Check amount 7,290 were issued on 28th of June, of which one check of what presented in a bank for payments. Okay, so check issued, but only one check is presented for payments. The others checks not presented for payment. So what you said, what is your answer? What did you say?
I said that 7,290 in the plus column and 1,300 in the minus column.
Okay. Anybody else? Actually, this question is the balance is a bank balance. It's not a cash balance. So this question, maybe I did not explain you about this question because the balance as per this is bank balance. So this is question from your bank point of view. So bank point of view means 1,300 would be in a plus column means debit column. Yes, this question is from bank point of view. So transaction will be opposite, because balance as per bank balance, you have a bank balance, right? So for this moment, don't worry about question 4. Right? Just focus on your question 3, question 2, and question 1. That's all. That's all for today. So this topic is nearly finished. So don't worry about question 4, because the balance as per passbook, not balance as per cash book. So we stop here. So anybody has any question?